everybody, Not So Crazy Lady here. Can't make saying that a crazy. Rumpkin News. Raw bitch moments. So Judge Jeanine Pirro got a little taste today of what the rest of us have been dealing with for the last, 9 years. Only to be really amped up since 2015. This is what we've all been dealing with. This is what I warned you about. This is what a whole bunch of us warned you about. But because these people are isolated, because they have their upper echelon and they're dealing with supposedly people with decorum, what Jeanine Pirro got was a reality check. She thought her status and her, I'm not going to call it privilege because it's not that. She thought her prestige, her respectability would mean something to these people. It doesn't. These are the same people that will rape your grandmother. It's just a fact. These are the same people that have no problem shooting Seth Rich. These are the same people have no problem using a bogus MI5 CIA DNC document, DOJ and all the rest of the happy letters, to try to overthrow our government. These are the same people that can drink the blood of children and then call for the rape of yours. This is not new. It's just that it's starting to affect them. It didn't matter that people were getting their heads kicked in during the protests. They were just news bites. But because reality set in and it was just one-on-one, woman-y woman, it got real. I'm not saying that Judge Jeanine Pirro couldn't kick the holy hell out of Whoopi Goldberg. Maybe 20 years ago, she would have had to worry about it. But Whoopi's old, she's fat, and she lets anger get in her way. Whoopi don't like the fact that her Barack Obama is a fraud. She don't like it. She don't like the fact that Donald Trump won fair and square. He did. He just used everything the Clintons ever used. And some of it, he didn't even have to. He went by the law. He had backup. All these people are co-conspirators. There's a big difference in having loyalty and patriotism and being bound to each other by secrets and sins. There's a very big difference. There's no loyalty among these people. None. They literally are eating each other alive. What happened was Judge Jeanine Pirro came down from her tower. I'm not saying she doesn't deserve one. She earned it. Nobody doing the work she did and trying the cases that she tried and sacrificing the hours working through chemotherapy, and her audience didn't even know it. And Whoopi Goldberg wants to attack a judge, a cancer survivor. All that. It doesn't mean anything to them because nothing means anything to them. This is about pride and ego. This is about covering each other's asses. This is about these people know they're guilty. And only guilty people go that crazy. An innocent person doesn't have to go out of their way to defend themselves. Even those sitting in jail that are innocent know that. They can't fight a crooked system. You know, truth will prevail. It has to win out. Unfortunately, it's sometimes after they're murdered. That's the Clinton system you set up. That's the one you're backing. There will never be justice reform under their regime. Hillary Clinton called Putin out in 2012. He's not a dictator. He's an elected president. And his people don't see him like the United States wants to portray him. I'm not saying he's innocent. But George Bush was CIA. Putin's KGB. What's the fucking difference, people? Honestly. We watched Jeb Bush drag his mother around because he couldn't uphold his own campaign. That's why. They're all stage smoke and mirrors. And when reality sets in, they lose their frickin' cookies. Judge Jeanine thought that they played by her rules. She should have known better. I think this was a very calculated, and even if she wants to portray ignorance or innocence at the level of depravity, we knew it. She should have talked to us, huh? We would have told her, don't go. But she took the hit. She took it, not even knowing how powerful it was. Not even knowing that that sucker punch would reverberate. And people would see Whoopi Goldberg for what she was. Nothing more than a scared little puppet of a guilty regime that is scattering like cockroaches and rats as the FISA documents dropped. They know they're going to hell, but they know there's a court hearing in the World Court, the public trial. That's what this is all headed towards. I feel sorry, like I said 3 years ago, when the Democrats find out exactly how they had been fooled and had. It was not going to be pretty. When I said Chicago, when they find out what Obama did to them, and I almost had that Attorney General's name, Holder, Eric Holder. Told you I'd remember that bastard. What Eric Holder did them, they wanted death in Ferguson. They needed it. Unfortunately, people just looted and rioted. They didn't kill to the specifications that Eric Holder needed for martial law. There is no way in hell, no way, that these criminals are going into gun stores and buying weapons one at a time when they have cases of them. That's the ATF. There's no way all these drugs are coming into the country. That's the DEA. And it can't get through to the states unless BLM lets it go through, or the TSA. They're the ones. Not their stooges, not their patsies, not their little guppies that they throw out to satisfy the masses. None of them. It's the big ones, the big fish. And it's about to get it's about to get pretty ugly. We're about to see fishing like we see in the Pacific Northwest with meth head fishers that go out for weeks, coming crazy as hell, but they got a haul. That's about what we're going to see. And it's going to be so overwhelming and so much that people's heads are literally going to explode. You think shit's hitting the fan now? Oh my God. What do you think's going to happen when they really start getting desperate? This is not the end. This is just the beginning. And Whoopi Goldberg just woke Jeanine Pirro up. That's what it took. So be it. She can handle it. But maybe, just maybe, it'll wake up a few more people that are going to see that they've been used. I'm not too nice to Democrats because Democrats aren't acting too reasonable right now. But I will say this. I have empathy for you. Because you have been used in ways that are not different from the child predators who seek children as prey. You were sought after the same way. They groomed you. They sent you emails with the heading friend. They enticed you. They made you a part of it. And as they, entice these people in, they made them a part of the collusion and their crimes. Once that door's closed, you can't get out. You have to spout the narrative. You have to spiel it. And that's why it all sounds the same. Because it's the script they're handed after they've been fucked over. You didn't even get a thank you. You just got asked for more. So literally, you got screwed. No pun intended. And then you got treated like a cheap whore who deserved what they got. And you go back for more? That to me sounds like a domestic violence relationship. Why are you protecting your abusers? Donald Trump never abused you, but the Democratic Party sure has used you up. Whoopi Goldberg acts like a frightened, beaten wife. And there's nothing more dangerous than a woman whose world is about to cave in on her. The lies no longer hold it all up. And here's the scariest part about having to stand on your own 2 feet. You may have to take a look at yourself in the mirror and find out, why were you such easy prey? Why did you keep going back? Why did you allow your abuser to get away with it? I don't see any difference right now. I really don't. So I'm hoping this message gets out. You're in an abusive relationship right now with this party. This party does not care about you. This party seeks to destroy you, use you up, and move on to the next. It only cares about what you can offer. You're never going to be good enough for it. You're never going to be able to accomplish what it wants from you. And it's always going to keep asking for more. It's only a one-sided relationship. I don't see any difference. In my 30 years of working with people and myself in domestic violence relationships and trying to recover from them, I can't see any difference. In fact, it's a little worse because it's so impersonal. It destroys your life, but they just move on. Not So Crazy Lady out.